Hi, Stepan here, and today I'm joined by Luca from Infinum. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you are the operations team lead, correct?
Yeah, planning team lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, is it challenging to manage a team with more than 350 plus people? Is it more than 350 plus people?
It's around 350, over 400 maybe now.
Okay. So my question would be, are people divided in teams by their skills, their department, or is there any other arrangement that you guys have thought of?
Yeah, so I agree. It's definitely challenging handling, schedules for 350 plus people. But I believe that we've developed a system which handles the scale. So, like you've mentioned, our teams are divided by technology. So we have Android, iOS, Flutter, DevOps, WordPress, you name it, and we have it. And we look at the schedules on these levels. We have some additional levels of complexity, such as skills, preferences, and such, but we keep track of those on individual level, and we don't group people by it.
Okay, so can you name a few reports that you got from data that you use in scheduling that you would say are of the most value to you and the team?
Yeah. So I would say that utilization by teams is one of the most important reports that we have. So we track the ratio of clients to worked hours on a team level, on monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis. And for every agency, I think utilization is bread and butter, and that we need to analyze these numbers very often.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have, on top of utilization, we have a report which shows us utilization target realization. So we have utilization targets on team and team level, team member level.
Right. So you're saying that it's utilization of the complete team and person by person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we keep track how far off from that targets we actually are, whether we're better than anticipated, or maybe we lack a couple of percentage points to reach the targets, and then this helps us with shaping some of the decisions while scheduling the future work and stuff like that.
Okay.
Then we have also one of the important ones would be forecast of scheduled production capacity.
Okay.
That is when we look into scheduled to available ratio in future months or future quarters.
And just to be clear, available is connected to time off. So for example, if a person is using their vacation, their available hours will be less.
Yeah, they will be the vacation will be deducted from their available time, right?
Okay, got it.
And this basically serves us as an indicator of future capacity because we need to be aware of these levels in future while shaping hiring decisions. For instance, I can give you an example. We have a project A, which has, in the next quarter, they have 110% scheduled to available ratio.
Okay.
Which basically means that we need 10% extra capacity to fill the needs for the work that we have scheduled. Then we need to convert those 10% into numbers of full-time employees, and then we can see how many new employees we need to hire for a future period. So that we can signal HR that we start doing it in case it's that way.
So basically, you could either ask for people from different teams, or you could hire new people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And it also goes the other way. If we see that we don't have enough scheduled work for people, then we can maybe ease on the hiring, or we can maybe do some rotations and rearrangements so that our utilization again hits the target.
So definitely you would use the data from scheduling to decide should you hire new people. But is there any other feature, if you would, that you would use perhaps instead of those reports, or in line with these reports?
Yeah, we actually use placeholders in schedule. Basically, those are virtual people that are not yet hired, and we can place schedule reservations on them. So we can have we can schedule work in advance for people even before they come to our company, so that we can know what seniority and what skill level do we actually need to hire.
So basically you would pre-plan the work for those people even though they're not hired yet.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is obviously the recession or incoming recession. So tell me, how are you guys preparing for it? And are there any reports or metrics that every operations person should be, focused on if everything really goes haywire?
Yeah, so I think that the report that I already mentioned, the forecast of scheduled production capacity, is one of the most important things while shaping the hiring decisions. And that's of extreme importance in case where we anticipate some negative scenarios. So we need to be well aware of our strategic goals, whether we want to overextend and overhire, or maybe ease a little bit and press the brakes on hiring, all based on what our production capacity will look in future, whether it's future month or next quarter or so. One thing I also think it's really important, and that's so-called lagging metrics, those metrics that assess the current state of your business. For instance, utilization is one of those. We usually keep track of utilization for previous month, quarter, and year, and that's great, and we need to do this. But in these scenarios where we maybe anticipate recession or some negative scenarios, we need to be aware and keep track of indicators and future leading metrics, and those would be the forecasts of production capacities, and also some metrics about the sales pipeline and the conversions of new deals. So everything is really important, and we need to combine leading and lagging metrics to have the best vision what to do.
Okay, and all of this data that you have now just mentioned, you would pull it all from Productive, right?
Yeah, we use Productive reporting to pull all of this data. Each team has their own set of data and reports that they pull out, and then we have a dedicated place where we kind of aggregate all of those, and we just collaborate and make decisions.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks so much, and good luck. We'll all gonna need it, I guess.